Hi, I'm Kev Jackson, and today we're going to be looking at project styles, all the different types of styles that different project managers use and for different types of projects. So let's jump straight in. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Kev Jackson. Okay, there's a number of project management styles or methods depending on the type of project that are being undertaken. So we're going to look at the most common ones, starting with waterfall. Okay, waterfall is a traditional approach to managing projects. It's hierarchical with project phases cascading downwards. It's heavy on detail and light on flexibility, but it can handle big projects. You'll usually see waterfall project management on projects with very firm end dates, deliverables or phases, especially when something physical is involved. One phase finishes before the next one can start. Building a house, for example, has to follow a specific order, which is why you'll see waterfall used in the building trade. When a goal and scope are unlikely to change, waterfall can work extremely well. However, on the other hand, waterfall is quite weak for projects with changes. Let's say, for example, a piece of software. The higher the likelihood of significant change, the less that you should consider waterfall. Now moving on to agile project management. Now agile is somewhat the opposite of waterfall. Agile expects that things will change. So most agile methodologies operate in short repeatable cycles that start with a baseline and gradually improve a product. Software development is the ultimate use case for agile. In software development, teams work simultaneously on individual elements until they have a stable release. Then they keep reworking and adding more features over time. Okay, Scrum project management. Now Scrum is a tightly developed form of agile project management that puts all the work to be completed into a backlog, and then it selects from that backlog what should be completed over the next period. This is called a sprint. In Scrum, a sprint is often 2 to 4 weeks long. At the start of each sprint, the Scrum Master, who's effectively the project manager, will work with the Scrum team to define a sprint goal, and then they select tasks from the backlog that will help them achieve it. Imagine a piece of software like Word, for example. Each element, like making things bold or italics, is a programming task that can be undertaken individually, might be included in a sprint. At the end of the sprint, the team evaluates what they've done and then they recalibrate and move forward. Scrum is repeatable like Agile, but is more capable of breaking down large and interconnecting elements. Kanban. Now Kanban is another agile-based project management style that has evolved over a number of years. Kanban helps project teams move through tasks visually. The trademark of this is the Kanban board, which displays available tasks on cards on a board. The board has columns which in its simplest form could be to do, in progress and completed, and tasks move from the left to the right of the board. For the right project, Kanban cuts through the complexity and gives clarity. The system is adaptive enough to accommodate many types of project, but it has its limits where projects start to grow in complexity. Lean project management. Okay, now Toyota made lean production famous in the mid to late 20th century as it started making better quality vehicles more efficiently than the competition. Now lean focuses on eliminating waste in 3 forms. Waste from tasks that don't generate value, a lack of standardization, or inconsistency. The system is most applicable in process improvement and manufacturing contexts, but the ideas have been adapted across industries. The idea is to cut the fat out and work as efficiently as possible, whilst investing and perfecting the tools that are truly needed to achieve your goals. Six Sigma project management. Now, Six Sigma is a highly developed project management style that focuses on process improvement and has its own language and frameworks. It adapts the ideas of eliminating waste and continuous improvement from lean and adds many more layers that help to centre on the customer needs. Despite the number in its name, Six Sigma actually has 5 phases. They are define, measure data, analyse the problem, improve the process, and control by implementing solutions. Six Sigma is a significant investment for any company that requires lots of upfront planning, but done right, you're virtually committed success before you're committed to a project. You'll come across lots of PMs who are Six Sigma belt colours, yellow, green, right up to black belt, which shows their experience and skill level. And finally, Prince2. Now, Prince2, which really is only made up of using the letters from the phrase projects in a controlled environment, and we're in version 2. Focuses on organisational structure really. Before it can start, a project must have things like business justification, cost assessment, agreed requirements, and things like that. Prince2 is more of a set of tools that can be used for some projects and not required for others. So think of it like at home, sometimes you may need to use the hammer and other times you won't. The project team have defined responsibilities and the project is broken down into phases, with each phase being reviewed towards its end and planning beginning for the next one. Now, Prince2 requires a lot more documentation from other styles, but it does offer a huge amount of flexibility and can cope with big projects. So as you can see, there are lots of different types of project management, different styles that different people use for different types of project. In the next video, we'll be looking at what is a project and what isn't a project. So like and subscribe to this channel so that you can continue to get more great tips and tricks from Kev Jackson Limited. See you soon.